let's make us some buffalo chicken egg rolls. So of course we need some egg rolls. Just the skins alone. You can find this in the produce area or the vegan area in your grocery store. You're going to need the mozzarella string cheese or mozzarella shredded cheese, some green onions or scallions, some shredded chicken, some boursin, shallot, and chive cream cheese, some blue cheese, sea salt, black pepper, and your favorite buffalo sauce. I'm using the buffalo sauce from Buffalo Wild Wings. Now guys, this is optional. Inside of here there is onions, celery, and a little bit of parsley, as well as a little bit of green onions. This is optional. The reason why I'm using it is because I had a lot of leftovers from Thanksgiving, so I decided to add that in there. But it is optional. It's going to amp the celery flavor taste, but you do not have to put it in there. So let's get started. First things first, we're going to go ahead and season our shredded chicken. Guys, just boil the chicken, shred it once it's done. That's it. Or you can buy the pre-shredded chicken. It's in the deli aisle as well. But just do what you need to do in order to get to this step. So I like to add in my black pepper. Now I do use the coarse black pepper for this recipe only because it's supposed to be a spicy recipe. You want to taste some type of kick, whether it be the buffalo or sauce or it be the pepper. I like for it to be both. So that's the reason why I use the coarse black pepper. Next I'm going in with my sea salt. You don't need that much because cheese as well as the sauce will have salt in it. I'm going to go ahead and just give that a stir real quick just to see where we're at with the black pepper. And you know, you season it to your liking, but I'm just giving you the basics on, you know, what I would do. I'm gonna add a little bit more of each. Black pepper, and it looks like a lot, but it's not. And then a little bit of salt again. We are done with that. So next, I like to get the batter, well, the mixture a little wet. So what I do is I add in some of the buffalo. That's not all we're going to use, but that's just to get it a little bit wet so that we can go ahead and stir in the rest of our ingredients. I'm now going to go in with that boursin cheese. This. I'm going to go in with it. And I'm going to add, not all of it, but majority of it in there. Because that is what's going to keep the mixture creamy once you cook it. So it's not just dry on the inside. It's going to be really good. So I'm going to add that. And then I'm going to go in and I'm just going to stir it to see where we're at. It's going to look a little tough at first because the cream cheese isn't warm. But once you heat it and get it going, it'll be where it needs to be. And just looking at the consistency, I think I'm going to add the remainder amount of the cream cheese. There we go. Just going to take that off and we're going to keep mixing. Yeah, that's looking good. And let's add in some more hot sauce or buffalo sauce, buffalo wing sauce. There we go. Just keep stirring. It doesn't look appealing just yet, but it is definitely appealing. Tasty. All right, so at this point, of course, like I said, it doesn't look like anything. We're going to add in what I said was optional, guys. Again, it's celery, it's a white onion, it's a little bit of a green onion, and a little bit of parsley. I'm just going to add in a little bit of that. You don't have to. It will not make or break the recipe. I'm using my ingredients because I don't like to waste food, but it will kick up the celery taste. And you know, when you eat buffalo wings, you have little celery on the side or carrots on the side. So if you don't use this, what I would suggest is to add in some celery salt. Amazing. So now I'm gonna go ahead and add in my scallions or green onions. I don't know what you call them, but I call them scallions. I like a lot of onion. So if you don't like it, feel free to omit it from the recipe. Looking good, looking good. And lastly, because you can get ranch or blue cheese, we're using both. But we're gonna go ahead and just add some crumbled up blue cheese so that we can have a little bit of the blue cheese pockets in the egg roll. If you don't like the taste of blue cheese, go ahead and, like I said, omit that as well. As long as you have the base, you'll be fine. So let's just fold that in. And that is our buffalo chicken filling. At this point, you can taste it to see what it is that you will want to add, whether it be garlic powder, onion powder, celery salt, more pepper, more of the buffalo sauce. You choose what you want. But right now, we're going to work on rolling our egg rolls. Now that our mixture is done, we're going to go ahead and start rolling our egg rolls. So I have my egg roll wrappers. I have my string cheese cut in half, and I have just a cup of water so that I can seal the wrappers. So I'm going to switch it around so I can get a little closer to you. And what we're going to do is first, and you gotta pay attention to this part. So first we're going to go ahead and scoop in some filling, not too much because we're going to do it twice. So I like to put it towards the end of the wrapper so we can actually roll. But we're going to just scoop in that, spread it out just a little bit. And I'm taking a string cheese and I'm placing it right there. And then I'm going to take a little bit more and cover it. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I want the cheese to be in the middle. So that when we cook it, it melts and it just comes in your mouth and it's just going to be so good. So now that we have that, what we're going to do is take our wrappers. I take 2 wrappers. Some people do 1, but because they're so thin and we want our filling to be thick in the inside, I do 2. So this is 2 wrappers right here. And I'm just gonna first fold it over like this. Just like that. I'm gonna kind of flatten the edges right here and fold those in. And I'm gonna do the same for the other side. I'm gonna tuck, and then I'm gonna roll. So you just gotta keep playing with it. The first one always, to me, doesn't do it right because you gotta get used to doing it. But after that, it works, and you just keep rolling and rolling. And I like to just like kind of pull it out a little bit as I'm rolling because I like to elongate it so that it rolls in a pretty manner. So as we get to the end, I'm gonna take some of that water, I'm gonna wet it, then I'm gonna roll again to the end. And there you have my egg roll. I'm gonna do it again, but I have to seal some of the edges. So we're gonna place our filling towards the end of the wrapper like that, creating a pocket. We're gonna take some string cheese, put that right there in the middle, and we're just gonna cover it up with some more chicken. I'm just making sure it's long enough. I'm gonna fold in the sides like so. I'm gonna fold this over, making sure I'm rolling pretty tight. When I get to this point, I'm gonna start weighting it just a little bit. I'm gonna continue to roll.
Dirty South, dirty, can y'all really feel me? Feel it. East Coast, say what? West Coast, feel it.
Now that all of our egg rolls are complete, we're going to go ahead and head over to the stove so we can go ahead and fry that. It's going to take about 3 to 5 minutes and we'll be done. So let's go. So I have my stove and my grease on, and it's going at about medium-high heat because you do want to give it time to melt in the inside. So I'm going to go ahead and just drop my egg rolls in. And as you can see, it's not bubbling like really high. That's because I have it on medium-high. So that's the good part. So I'm going to go ahead and drop in all of my egg rolls. Well, the amount that can fit. Let them cook down. And then we will plate these and we will be eating. Alright, there you have it. I went ahead and plated it. I threw some ranch, some blue cheese, and some hot sauce right on top. Cut it in half. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.
East Coast, West Coast,
Boy, I've been watching you like the hawk in the sky.